The woman had just opened her front door when she discovered a black wall blocking the entrance. At first, she thought it was someone's prank, but as they searched for another exit, they found the windows sealed shut too. Lisa kicked the wall with all her might, yet it didn't budge an inch. They grabbed their phones to call for help, but there was no signal at all, even when the phones neared the black wall. Their screens suffered severe interference. Lisa couldn't take it anymore. She grabbed the household drill, determined to break through the black wall. Yet even as the drill bit glowed red hot, the brick wall remained unchanged. They decided to drill holes in other walls, but despite covering the surfaces with pits, they found no escape route. Just as they were about to give up, a sound came from the next room. This gave them hope of escape. Lisa grabbed the drill and began drilling into the neighbor's wall. Soon, a hole appeared. Only when they saw their neighbor looking equally panicked did they realize the neighbor was also trapped inside. Even more terrifying, the water supply in the apartment had been cut off. Could someone be trying to starve them to death here? But such a massive undertaking couldn't possibly be completed overnight. Jack angrily threw his phone at the black wall. Yet after calming down, he noticed a white speck on the black wall. Approaching to investigate, he discovered it was a phone component. This meant the wall acted like a magnet. To test their theory, they gathered every metal object in the apartment. Sure enough, all iron items were drawn to the wall. After testing, they found the strongest magnetic field formed a square pattern. But just then, all the metal objects began vibrating violently and bounced violently back. Jack's back was pierced with tiny holes. Lisa tended to his wounds. Once his injuries were cared for, they discussed escape plans. Suddenly, loud arguing erupted from the neighbor's home. They hurried to the hole to investigate. Upon hearing the neighbor's screams, they began chiseling at the wall. Since they weren't familiar with the neighbors, Jack took a wooden stick and went inside. But when they reached the bedroom, they found the floor covered in bloodstains, and the homeowner, Mary, collapsed on the ground. They asked Mary what had happened, but before she could speak, the neighbor, Alan, suddenly knocked Jack to the floor, then pinned Jack's neck with the stick. Seeing Jack injured, Lisa urgently sprayed pepper spray at Alan, temporarily neutralizing the threat. Mary rushed over then, explaining Alan hadn't harmed her. He'd merely seen her banging her head against the wall, and accidentally struck her in the process. Realizing it was all a misunderstanding, they began searching for an escape route. Lisa, an architect, suddenly recalled the building was constructed in 1999, with a large bomb shelter beneath the basement level. She theorized, if they dug straight down, they would inevitably reach the shelter and escape. Jack immediately grabbed a sledgehammer and began smashing the floor. With the apartment's water supply now depleted, time was running out.